In this week's Two Wheels Better, back by public demand, all those things that didn't quite go according to plan. But first, it's up to Sheffield for a close look at the Wall of Death.
So where would you find, well, stunt riders,
Wall of Death,
Globe of Death,
Streefighters,
kids bike rides,
trade stands,
Totti,
live music?
I can't think of anything else.
It's like word association.
Is that right? I can't think of anything else, but there are more things. In fact, I know where you'd find that.
You'd find them all at a bike show.
You would. And this is the Street Fighter bike show.
It is.
And it happens to be at Sheffield. I think the Sheffield Arena. Well, that's where they're parked anyway.
That's where we are.
Well, this is the Wall of Death, and this is Chris Lee. Now, I've seen this guy in action before on this thing. It is remarkable, amazing, frightening, to say the least. Chris, this is crackers. You must be something wrong with you. You look quite a sane chap. How long have you been doing this thing for?
Must be 25 years, since I was 14.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what 25 years looks like, you know, but 25 years doing the same old thing?
Same old thing, yeah, round and round, up and down. It's good. Well, it still gives me a buzz.
I should think it does. I mean, I've stood on the top, looked from the above, and even that thing moves enough to frighten you to death as a spectator.
Yeah.
You've been doing it 25 years, and you're going round and round. You must get a tad dizzy.
When you're learning, you do get dizzy. You can't see where you're going. You can't see anything at all really. But you do get over that after time. And then
bloody hope so, and all. You can't see where you're going, like, yeah. The bike. Tell us a bit about the bike. I mean, it seems ancient, this thing.
Yes, 1926, 27. It's an original wall bike. Came over in 1929 with this wall. This is the original wall as well. It's good it's Indian Scout, 550. It's a good bike. It's reliable.
Well, the Indians it came from the States. Did the wall come from the States?
Yeah, this wall came over from the States. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How long's it been in the UK for then?
I couldn't say.
No?
I don't know. No.
Longer than you've
Longer
been
than
around.
me,
Yeah, right. And who's the commander in chief then? Who's
That's
the organizer?
Alan Ford.
Yeah.
He's the big boss. He trick rides and does everything as
Does
well.
he? Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's very good, yeah.
And you have, am I right to think you've got the oldest stunt wall of death rider in the world with you?
world record holder he is.
Is he?
Jerry DeRoy. Yeah.
Flipping out. And how old is he then?
He's 70.
Strike a
70
light.
this
He's
year.
up for us yet, isn't there, really? Yeah. But it's very impressive. I've seen it. We're going to show the people out there what it's all about. But just, I mean, the dangers. We just assume there's dangers. When you're watching it, it looks dangerous. Is it really so dangerous?
Not if you behave yourself. It can be dangerous. You do have accidents, like you could have a blowout, which I've had. The bike sees up on you, which I've had. Only if you hit the cable, that can have you off as well. And you just got to watch it.
Well, I have enough trouble working the controls on a bike when they're in the right place.
Yeah.
This has got controls in the wrong place. I mean, it's got a gear change on a handle, and it's got the throttle on the left-hand side.
Yeah, left-hand side.
Why?
Well, it's just original American. Like that's how it came over, and it's just stayed that way.
Left-hand
throttle,
throttle.
foot clutch.
They never get anything right, do they? The Yanks?
Right hand advance and retard as well. That's on your right hand. Yeah.
So you have to sort of go arse about face, really, I suppose,
Well,
when
you
you're thinking
do,
about it.
It does take some getting used to when you first learn
I should think it does. Well, I reckon we should just get on with it.
Yeah.
I don't suppose.
Yeah, you want to have a go on the handlebars?
I do. I'd love on the handlebars.
On the handlebars.
Is it safe?
It's safe as it can be. Yeah.
Trust me, he says.
Trust me. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
It'll be fine. No problem at all.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Chris Lee. He's going to take Wayne. Wayne turning right on the handlebars, so watch him go. Chris from Wayne.
So the Sheffield Streefighters show, and the man that you see at all these Daytona promoted shows is this man, CHAZ MITCHEL. CHAZ MITCHEL, press officer, it says there.
Nice to see you again, Paul.
Smart badge. Tell me what your job is, CHAZ.
Well, Paul, I've got to get the people in, as you know. So, I mean, we'll have a look behind us, and it's, nearly 4:30 now, and there's still plenty of people around. That's really, my job is almost over by the time the show starts.
Right. So you must have all the headaches. Do you get all the headaches?
No, I would say probably Paul Haig has many more headaches than I. As I say, I get the easy job by comparison. It's his brainchild to put it all together. I've really just got to make sure that we promote it, make everybody that we possibly can aware, and in turn hope and pray that we get good weather, gods are with us, and we get all these people through the door.
Right. So what's the biggest problem that you have? Is it convincing people that motorcyclists aren't all dirty, greasy hooligans?
Well, look, you know, we're all working for the same aim. At the end of the day now, I mean, we've got so many negatives that people try and draw in, but nonetheless, registrations are up, enthusiasm is back again, as can be seen from these shows and others. Yes, there is an amount of convincing, but I think it's starting to get a little bit easier.
I think it's getting better. What sort of numbers will you get over the 2 days here? Any ideas?
Oh gosh, I mean that's a real guesstimate, but just a sort of a feel has sort of given me an idea of, I don't know, 22, 3, 4,000, somewhere around there.
That's not bad,
I mean, that's superb. I mean, very much a niche show, Streefighters. We've given the people the show they wanted. They told us this is what they wanted. We've done it for them. The good thing is, doesn't look like they've let us down.
No, and 23,000 have said, yeah, this is what we want, obviously. Yeah.
That's what it's looking like, you know, and that means that obviously we'll be back again next year.
Right, but you do shows all over the country. How many shows do you have a year now?
Well, we've got a 7 sort of show or event schedule, because we do a couple of huge weekend parties. We've just done one last weekend at the World Superbikes, and of course we've got one coming up 3rd to the 5th.
Lots of things happen that I believe we can't talk about.
No, I mean there will.
Even though this does go out at 11 o'clock at midnight.
Well, I'll tell you what, these are even things that you'd like to only know about in the confines of your own home.
Right.
Yes, it was definitely fun, and obviously now people have got a taster for what's happening. We need to get a few more tickets printed for the Grand Prix.
Right. Any plans for any more shows, or are you just going to carry on doing what you're doing?
No, we're always looking. We're being approached by, or Paul's being approached by people on a very regular basis. There are lots more things that we can work on yet, but obviously if you put yourself out on a limb, you know, you're putting your neck on that line, and you've got to make sure that you're going to get the support coming from the other end.
Right. Coming up after the break, what Honda are doing to help make you a better rider.
Now, we've all heard about accidents happening to the born-again bikers, all those new to bikes who sort of joining bikes over 40 or whatever, and one manufacturer has decided to do something about this by introducing a special course. This is Bob McMillan, he's the General Manager of Honda UK. Bob, very impressive backdrop here we've got with all these pan-Europeans. What was actually the background to you introducing this motorcycle appreciation course?
Well, I had the idea a long time ago, actually. It was probably about 10 years ago. I thought it would be nice to do this, but we needed the money to do it. And at that time, I think probably the management of Honda, even as Honda on its own, didn't particularly think it was a good idea. But it's always been a dream of mine to get the ex-police instructors, as they finish in work, to start another job. Because, I mean, they're only 45, 46, 47 years of age. So they've got a lot of time to give and a lot of experience. So that was the basic idea.
So this really is, it's a UK initiative. This isn't going to be sort of Europe-wide?
Yeah, as far as I know, nobody else has taken it on, and it is UK only. I think some of the other countries would struggle because of the, if you like, the respect for some of the police in some areas, without mentioning any particular countries, is not quite as high as I think as the police motorcyclists in England.
Well, tell me, the interesting thing with doing this here as well, you're using all these sort of ex-police, you've kitted them up all with pan-Europeans, but for your customer, and it's for only those buying a new Honda of over 600cc, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new 600, so
Yeah.
600 and above. Anybody that buys one this year, through our 50th anniversary year, will have 2 days free tuition with these lads.
Now, that is a massive investment for Honda anyway, and so it shows a real commitment, and you really do see there is a problem out there with your customers. You want to save them smacking themselves up, and well, obviously you do, don't you?
Well, I don't think so much there's a problem. I just think that really we should help people enjoy bikes more.
Yeah.
And the more we can do that, then the more we're going to sell, obviously. Any negative is going to detract from sales, but anything that's positive, like getting people to enjoy them more and be safer, has got to be good for sales.
And the take-up so far, I mean, it's early days, but I gather you're pleased with the way things are going?
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. Just talking to the lads today, they're really over the moon, because to them it's a new lease of life. They've come out of a job and now they're back into a job they love, and it's going really well. We're getting good response from the public as well. It's great.
Okay, well, thanks very much, Bob.
You're welcome.
Well, it could make you nervous being with all these coppers, but they are ex-coppers after all. And here's one with me, Terry Hubbard. He's the coordinator for the MAC scheme for the UK. Terry, how many instructors have you got now?
We have a total of 59 instructors appointed, and 53 of them are here today.
Yeah, so it's quite a showing, isn't it?
Yes, it's quite an impressive sight this morning to see them all lined up for the first time.
Yeah, excellent. What's the sort of throughput? How long have you actually been running now?
We've been fully operational for about a fortnight, 3 weeks now, and we're putting about 200 students a week through our course.
So you could say it's been a hit already then?
Very much so. We're bordering on 2,000 students waiting for the course.
What sort of people are you getting? Are you getting what I'd call your target audience? You know, the born again, the midlife biker?
A fair proportion of our students are of that type, but I've got to say that it's a broad spectrum of all types of motorcyclists.
So it's achieving its aim then in sort of this appeal. I mean, being free, I suppose, for a couple of days, being a bit mercenary about it, that's got to count for a lot, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. I mean, obviously, because it is free, people are perhaps considering it more than they would otherwise. But I think even those now realise that having taken this course, it's an appetiser for going on further and further better riding courses.
Is it too early to say what sort of people are typically finding the most useful part of it? I mean, is it cornering, positioning and all the rest, or what?
Yes, I think obviously cornering is always a main factor for many people. For some, it's the first time they've ever heard of counter-steering, for instance. Observations is another issue. Many people are not really looking at what's going on around them, and as a result, they're not planning their rides.
Now, one last thing, this isn't actually an assessed course, is it? I mean, you do get a certificate of some sort at the end of it, but it's not sort of clinically assessed, as it were.
That's absolutely right. We would tend to use the phrase, it's an improver course. If you take a scale of 10, some people will come to us and they're already a level of, say, 2 or 3. If at the end of the 2 days we can get them up to a 5 or a 6, then we've achieved our objective. The same if they come to us and they're 8 and we can get them up to a 9 and a 10, again we've improved their standard. So it's very much an improver course. And if you've survived the 2 days with us, we're happy to give you a certificate to that effect and the benefits that go with that.
Racing. And Carl had his problems last year, didn't you? Or rather, we're talking this year's season, the 97 season. You've got locating pegs on the frame, there and there. So all you have to do is match the two together. With a bit of luck. So that's the front end, that's the back, and the front end's dropped down. So it's just a matter of locating the seat on these two lugs. A little bit fiddly, but you do get used to it, honest. It's the front end, you must keep that one firmly located there, then get the back end over, a little bit of fiddling. That's all you do. And then you know when I just did that bore and it went, I thought, oh yeah, there it is. Meanwhile, oh bollocks to me.
Comes complete with CE body armour, that's elbow, shoulder, back, he and he. Oh, stop it.
And this fella who's a rep for him, Rod Brooke, I've known him for a long, long time, and he's a big chap, towers over me, makes me feel inferior. Rod, it's good to see you again, how's things?
Oh, fine, Wayne, how are you?
No, not bad at all. Tell me about the Richer suit then, it's new, I've never seen them do a one-piece before.
Yeah, it's new for Richer for 1998. It comes complete with CE body armour. Oh my God.
This scooter thing, just tell me, where do you get together, you lads? Where do you all meet?
We all meet at the Allison Arms in Coppell, other than the Liverpool lads.
That's the Lancashire?
That's the Lancashire Lions, yeah. The Liverpool Scooter Club, I forgot where they meet.
And the Liverpool Scooter Club meet in Liverpool?
In Liverpool, yeah. Probably, more than likely.
So Harry, tell me, where do you all get together? I mean, obviously you go for rides out on Sundays, but do you have a regular meet?
Yeah, we've got a regular meet every other Sunday at the Allison Arms in Coppell, that's the Lancashire Lions. Right. The Liverpool lot meet...
Means in the Derby in Queen's Street, yes. What to do with the Queen? Just think of Queen Derby.
Queen Derby.
Right. Start again.
Can I just say the Liverpool lot first?
If you want.
Yeah.
No, he's going to start laughing now. So Harry, I mean, it's obvious that you come out for rides on a Sunday, you all get together for ride-outs, but you have a regular meeting, do you? Where's that?
Yeah, the Liverpool lot meet at the Queen's, Derby Street, Liverpool.
Oh, it's no good. It's no good without. So Harry, I mean, it's obvious you all get together on a Sunday, you go for ride-outs now, but you must have a regular meet. Where do you get together?
We all meet at the Allison Arms at Coppell every other Sunday.
That's the Lancashire lot.
That's the Lancashire Lions, yeah.
The Liverpool lot. Do you remember where they meet?
Queen's Arms in Derby Street.
Well
Liverpool.
done. I didn't think.
State on Thursdays.
I didn't think you'd remember that.
Here's the real owner with a smirk on his face as well. This is Martin Bird, and behind me is Mick. Oh, you know what it's... And this bike in front of me is the Suzuki TL1000, but I'm sure you can recognise that. It's famous, but famous perhaps for all the wrong reasons at the moment. But we've come to Ron Maxton's... This is the TL1000 Williams. No, it's not. It's a sort of... I'll probably say that because I did that with you, didn't I?
So just to keep the crowd entertained a little further, I'm going to do some impressions. Farmyard impressions. Wayne, get off that tractor!
Hey, yes you did.
I'm going to ask this officer here what's going on. Excuse me. Oh, it's you!
Hello Paul, how are you mate?
How come you've got a fancy jacket? I've got this thing.
Times are hard mate, I've took a part-time job and I'm a traffic warden.
What, just for the night?
Just for the night, yeah. Just a couple of quid in, yeah. In fact, just give me that man, I just need a word with these lads over here.
Okay.
Excuse me, you can't be parking these bikes here, son. I say. And welcome to the Two Wheels Better Fashion Extravaganza fashion show. Yeah. It's the flitter hit a lot of feeling. We're going for fashion show.
Fashion show, you can't
It's a lot
say
easier.
Alright, carry on.
So welcome to the Two Wheels Better Fashion Show.
Help us with the words. Come on, Jeff, give us a song now. Dickie Bow on.
What are we going to sing?
Sing a sheriff hall. How the food, how the who. You look like Frankie Vaughan. Just tell us, in what year was the first TT? Nice and simple, that. Send your bollocks. Next year, send your answers. Bollocks. It's the first one. That's the first one I've cocked up, anyway.
I can't believe this.
Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah. Hi. Are you allowed to talk to us? Television.
Who are you?
Right, stop laughing now. You're going to make me laugh.
No motorways.
No, I know.
No toll roads. Everything's 90% of the stuff's free.
Yeah. Now Wayne's brought me here to this water wheel thing. I don't know where he is. He's disappeared. I saw him park the scooter up, but
Flubba lubba, feeble, flubba lubba weed.
Where have you been?
Hello, Paul.
Are you all right?
Carl, it's easy to forget, isn't it? But I'm sure you won't. The 97 season, you've had your... Take it now. Sitting here, nice and relaxed. It's easy to forget that Carl had a few problems last year. Don't know what you're laughing at.
Oh, for God's sake.
Do you like practical jokes?
No, not really. I don't really laugh at
You're
jokes.
supposed to say yes or no, because we can say that's what we're laughing about.
Someone tells a joke, I'd ever laugh.
Yeah, you don't?
Not really, no.
Right. What are you laughing for?
I don't know, I have no idea.
I wonder what the bloody hell that was then. I could hear it.
It's me sucking my glasses. Did you get that?
You get that?
That wasn't me. It's
You can't smell it.
Ruffled me paperwork as well.
And in next week's Two Wheels Better, we take a ride on the new 600cc Honda Hornet.